Hi everybody, it's Cindy. It's Monday, July 17th, and I'm back to do an update. I hope everybody is having an awesome summer. As you can see, I'm in a new area for the video because it's a different time of day with lighting. I definitely have all areas in the house that I could do my updates. I do want to welcome everybody back to my videos and thank you so much for subscribing and leaving comments below. I absolutely appreciate this community so much. And if you're new to my videos, welcome. I'm gonna start off this video by thanking Wesley Studios, Phil and Drew. They had a giveaway a couple weeks back and I won. And I was super excited to win. And they made me this crocheted little apple. He sits on my computer, guys. I see him every day. And they also made me, it's a cross stitch necklace. It's my favorite colors and it's absolutely beautiful, guys. I love it. Thank you so much. I wear it every day. And when I see these, I think of you guys. That is the best part about giving things away in the cross stitch community to stitchers. We appreciate it. We think of that person when we see it. And I'm so thankful I won that. Thank you so much. Now behind me, you can see I got this metal heart yesterday and it says forever and ever, amen, and it's metal. And I put my needle minders and my needle cases on it. And there's actually a shelf above that has photos of my family. And below that you can see I have cross stitch, all different ornaments hanging across, which I leave up all year and I switch them out. That's just me. It's actually a coat hanger, but with the shelf. I just use it for whatever I want. And I absolutely love this area in the house. And it's between the kitchen's over here and my office is over there and the living room is through there. So I'm just in a different area today. I'm gonna start by, I have finishes to show a lot and I have so much to share today. And a lot of the pieces I stitched, there's pieces I didn't get to finish. I have been very busy. I have been stitching a lot. I got my piece back from the framer. I can't wait to share that with you. This piece is absolutely gorgeous. It's a gift. It'll be hard to depart with this one. The framing, it cost me an arm, a leg, and I think a couple of fingers and toes. It was that expensive, but it has the museum glass and it's gorgeous, the matting, and I'm super happy with the way it came out. And the first thing I'm gonna start is with a couple of videos back, I had a giveaway for Lizzie Kate's Summer Smalls. And of course, I bought one for myself. And I did stitch a bunch of them. And I'm gonna start with the piece that I finished in full first. And that was Summer. And I added a ribbon and the bow. The hardest thing about this piece, finishing it, was the bow. It took me forever. Not a bow person, I don't think. And the strawberries on the back. It's super cute. And I display this in a bowl with a saying that says time to pray, which I think is going to be the photo in the beginning of this video. Now, this holder, it is a wood shaker holder. And it actually looks like a buckle. This is handmade. It is not big, but I did purchase this from, where is this from? This is from the Silver Needle. They have excellent service, this store online. I mean, there's so many great stores out there. That's a great store, and that's where I purchased that wooden bowl, handmade. So if you're looking for something really small, for display, I definitely recommend that if you're looking for handmade. The next two pieces I stitched, but I didn't get to finish because I've been occupied with other things. Now this one is the berries. Now I switched the color of the berry color. I liked it more of a red color, not a plum color. And I did add beads in the berries instead of linen. And I will be finishing that one off. And the next one in that piece was the bees. I switched out the color of the bee to more of a yellow color. I didn't like the golden color for the bees. I think the yellow looks more like a bumblebee. So I stitched 3 of the 4 pieces in that pattern. The other pattern with the birds, I don't know, it didn't appeal to me. And then of course I get distracted and I want to stitch 100 things, so as we all do. So I moved on to other pieces that I did want to stitch. So those are those first 3 pieces, and I'm just going to place that over there. The next thing I'm going to show you is from Just Cross Stitch Ornament Issues. And this piece that I'm going to show you first is in the 2015 Just Cross Stitch Ornament issue. It's on page 79 and it's called Truly Endless Knot 2 by Ink Circles. Now this I did on Weeks Dye Works linen, 30 count, and I used all the Weeks Dye Work threads in this piece. Now this is a fully finished piece. This piece I absolutely love, and this is my second Ink Circles piece. Let me see. Can you see the pinks? And oh, it's a beautiful design. And I actually did flannel on the back. It's a cream color that matches the color in here, along with the trim. This is like a woolly type trim, and then there's a tan ribbon. Oh, this piece is so pretty. I love it. That's another fully finished piece. And the next piece I did, let's see. All right, so this is from the Just Cross Stitch Ornament issue 2012, page 80. And it's called His Gift by My Big Toe Design. Now this was done on 28 count Picture This Plus Alchemy linen with all the recommended silk threads. Oh, the silk threads are gorgeous in this piece. And I added rhinestones in the middle of the cross so you could see. I haven't finished that one off yet, but this piece is absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to finish it. Like I said, I just haven't had time. The next piece that I finished on the same exact linen, this was a freebie that one of the stores I ordered from online sent out freebie patterns. And then this was just called Taste of Europe. Now this was a freebie, and I stitched the Eiffel Tower with the heart. This will be a gift for my oldest daughter. She's been to Paris a couple of times. She doesn't watch my videos, so I could show it. I didn't finish it off yet. But there's the Eiffel Tower with the little hearts there on the same alchemy linen from this Picture This Plus. It came out really cute. Now this I stitched in a couple hours. This one didn't take long at all. The next one I did, okay, so this was from a pattern called Kringle's Coal. Now I did just the snowman part. This was done on 36 count vintage country mocha Edinburgh linen. Now I still want to get a piece of ribbon, but I couldn't find the perfect one yet. I'm looking for like a black check piece, and I just couldn't find my size, but I did finish it by looking to add that to him. And he's so cute. I put a little, I don't know if you could see it, a little sparkle there. And you could see the pom-pom finish in the back. And it doesn't have to be a big piece to be so cute. He's adorable. There you go. You can see the little sparkle on his scarf there. But I want to add a black check bow just to add a little bit more dimension to this piece. But he came out super cute. And I'm going to pause. I'm going to get something. Okay, now the next piece I'm going to share is Seize the Day by Hands On Designs. The designer is Kathy Haberman. And this is back from the Famer. Like I said, I did use the museum quality glass on this piece. It's triple matted. And it's, oh, I love this piece. Wait till you see. And the wood framing, it picks up the color and Seize the Day. And let me see. This mat in the middle picks up the blue in the water, the second layer. It's hard to get a clear picture, but people, this piece is gorgeous. I love it. I love this piece. Oh, that is like probably, it's a close tie to my first favorite piece ever framed. They did an awesome job on this piece, and on the back, it gives you the instructions because it is art glass, it is museum quality glass. It protects from the UV rays and things like that, and it goes to show this is not a huge piece, but when you have it perfectly framed and matted, and it makes the piece pop. It's just gorgeous. I know you could tell I'm excited about it. It's not mine, but well, we shall see. You never know. The next thing I'm going to share is I had purchased my Heaven and Earth design a while back. I said I wanted to start one, and I didn't know when I was going to. And last month, when I had a lot going on and it wasn't a great month for me in June, I decided I was going to start this piece. And working on a Heaven and Earth design takes complete focus. I cannot watch videos. I cannot watch TV. I can listen to podcasts and radio and things like that, but when I stitch on this piece, it is complete focus. It makes stitching the little pieces seem like nothing. It's amazing how detailed it is. And you know, I do parking. I love this piece. It's addicting. I gotta say, it's addicting. My first week I started on this piece, I decided I was gonna dedicate a week at nights to this piece. And I'll do it for a week, and then I switched off, and I started another piece yesterday, but I did so little, I'm not even gonna show it. I'll share that in my next video. And I'm gonna rotate them back and forth. And during the day, when I'm slow, I will stitch my small pieces. But I find this piece very rewarding, and now I get why everybody loves them, because you could see the little progress at a time. And I mean a little. Because there is so much confetti in these pieces. You have to be super focused on them. The name of the pattern is called Spirit of Winter. I'm going to show you a picture of that. I started this on July 8th. And I do keep a log of how many stitches I do every day on the piece. Now when it's not its focus week, I will stitch 100 block each morning. So that even after that week that I'm not focusing on it, I'll still have 700 stitches done on the piece. But this I focused on all week. And my first week I did 2,100 stitches on the piece. And I'll show you what that looks like. And it's on my scroll frame, so let me lift it. And you could see the detail. And that's just the background of the piece. I'll show you the piece that I'm doing. This is the piece. It's called Spirit of Winter. Now see, I'm stitching up in here, so it is just the background so far. But even in the background, the detail on it, and you could see the coloring, and you realize why it's so much confetti, because the detail really just makes these pieces pop. This was designed by Michelle Sayeda, and then it says artwork by Josephine Wall. Now this was 2006. Now on this pattern, if you're doing it, okay, when I wanted to buy all of the threads, it didn't have in parentheses how many skeins you needed of the color. I had to guess. Not good. I really guessed when I purchased those, and there's so much confetti that in this piece, even if that die's a little bit off, you're not going to notice in a piece like this because it's so much confetti. There is no time frame to finish this piece. I told my sisters, couple of years. They're like, couple of years? I'm like, yeah, a couple of years. Now, where I went to buy the linen or fabric, I call it linen, some people call it fabric. I went to a store in Johnson City. It's about an hour and a half from me, and it's called Cross Stitch and Crafts, and it's in Johnson City, Tennessee. And I've never been to the shop before. Now the ladies in the shop were so nice and so helpful. I gotta say, when you go into shops like that, the customer service was amazing. They recommend that you do this piece on 25 count linen. I'm doing it on 27 count. It's a tiny bit smaller, and with the single thread, I think it gives better coverage. And the lady in the store recommended that, and the linen I'm doing it on is a very nice soft linen. It's not hard or coarse like Aida. In the store, they serge all of the linen you buy, which I absolutely love. So I bought my linen for that piece and the other piece that I just started yesterday. I did buy a couple of patterns. I didn't buy a whole lot there, but the customer service in that store was amazing. She said if I ever wanted any patterns or anything like that, they would ship. So when you find stores like that, and I know there's so many out there, and I try to support the small businesses, it was so good. And you can find them online. Let me see. They have www.tennesseestitching.com, but you could also find their Facebook. You know, it's called Cross Stitch and Crafts in Johnson City, Tennessee. And I'm going to show you the other things that I purchased from there. I did buy a bunch of buttons, which they're tiny ones. I have them in a pack, and I just had them stapled onto this kit. I did buy a Lizzie Kate kit, and I usually don't buy kits, but I love this one, and it comes with the fabric, the linen, everything like that. So I really like the kit, and this was the kit by Lizzie Kate. And you can see in the back it's got all the finishing pieces you need. So I did like that because this will go in my Americana room. And the next thing that I purchased from them is the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. And I'm going to do this piece, but I have an idea for doing this piece. I won't do all the background. I'm going to get a fabric for it and do Uncle Sam. And this is they have a lot of designs in here. Cross stitch and punch needle. And the buttons, I don't know if you can see them. You can see the buttons up in here. Tiny, I got a little pansy there and some hearts and things like that. Now I'm going to move on to my thrift store finds. Now, some of them were bought in antique stores, and the one piece was bought in a thrift store. So two different things, but awesome deals. The first thing I'm going to share is a frame piece, and this is professionally framed. This is a pretty nice frame, and this is a Charles Wasaki piece. And I couldn't help but think of Yvonne. I know, Yvonne, you like these pieces, and this was only $6, and this was professionally framed. It's absolutely pretty. That seam. No, it's hard. I know there's glare on this one. But this is double matted, and the back of the piece, it gives information about the designer on there. Now you look how they used to do the back of the pieces, like nice cardboard, and these are put into the frame like this is, they don't do them like that anymore. They have the paper on the back now. But this was $6, people. That's beautiful. Yvonne Night Owl, I thought of you when I purchased this. I don't know how I could not. It's funny, we hear what people like in the videos, and when you see something, you think of them. It's kind of funny. But I thought of Yvonne when I purchased that. I'm like, oh, that is just beautiful. And I have like still a lot of wall space in my house to fill up, so I'm like, oh, that was so worth it. The next two pieces, these I found in an antique store, believe it or not. And this was $2. And this is really a gorgeous piece. This was cut out. I'm going to show you the piece. It's not cross stitch, but you could see that's cut out paper. And it was $2. It's beautiful. It says, Lord, bless our house as we come and go. Bless our home as the children grow. Bless our families when they gather in. Bless our home with love and friends. And it has a lot of heart detail in here. I'm a heart person. You could see the heart detail there. And that's cut out. I don't know what kind of work that's called. I'm like, oh my gosh, $2. I'm like, hey, I'll take that. And then the next piece I got, it is a cross stitch piece. It was $1. $1. Now the frame is falling apart, and I'm not going to keep it in this frame, but I'm going to show you as I got it. It was one broken out. Oh, it says a friendly greeting, a cheery smile, so many things make life worthwhile. Well, isn't that so true? Look at that. $1. I just couldn't believe it was $1. Now, I bought this and this piece in the same place, so that was $3. And then I got 2 bags of other things. So I walked out of that place with $5.43 bill. You can't buy anything, one thing for $5 usually, let alone 4 things. The other things I'm not going to show. So be on the lookout, everybody, when you do go into even antique stores. You can get good deals in antique stores. Now, sometimes they're definitely more pricey, but sometimes you could get deals like that, and it's so awesome when you find something really special. And that is all I have to share, everybody. I hope everybody is having an awesome summer. I'm going to include a video of the garden. The garden is absolutely amazing. I'll show some pictures of the produce and things I'm getting from that garden. The garden is just another love of mine, and it brings me a lot of joy. Flowers blooming everywhere. It looks awesome. And like I said, I'm going to include a picture of my son's second piece, and he's working on a piece. It's called Winter. And until we meet again, everybody, I hope you have an awesome stitching week. I'm going to do an update of the garden, and this is Monday, July 17th. This is the herb garden, and as you can see, I do add a lot of flowers in my gardens. Look at how big, those are the marigolds. Look how big they got. They're amazing. Now this sunflower plant, it goes up above the roof of my house. One of the flowers is facing the other way above the roof. The stalk on this piece, let me see. You can see the bumblebees. Look how pretty. The stalk, look how thick that one is. It's almost like a tree. But it's awesome. That is in the hole of the brick. It doesn't take much. And this is all of the peppermints and mints over here. This is my awesome basil. I love my basil. You got the black-eyed Susans. These are the other set of sunflowers. Oh, they're so pretty. And some still blooming. This is another marigold plant. Got the oregano and the rosemary, the sage. The cucumbers in here are amazing. I picked a whole bowl of cucumbers the other day, and I'll include a picture of that, but you could see. These are called silver slicer cucumbers. They're very sweet. Very good. And you could see there's tons growing in here. I picked, like I said, a whole bunch the other day, but you still got so many more in here growing, and I'll have a ton more growing. There's a lot of flowers still. Another one over there. This is in the holes of the bricks also, so you really get a lot with those. And I'm going to take you around to the other part. This is the salad garden, and the one tomato plant I planted in here is like a monster. It actually came out onto the grass. There's so many tomatoes from this plant. They're so good. I'll just bring you in a bunch. I picked a whole bowl yesterday, but you could see those are almost right. There's just tons and tons of tomatoes in this plant. And you got the flowers over there. I replanted arugula and lettuce because the arugula got almost 4 feet high, and when it gets that big, it gets very bitter. And I'll show you a picture of that because I just planted this 2 days ago. You could see you already got the arugula growing. It grows super fast, so that'll be regrowing. This is the bird seed. This is where I feed my birds. Now I feed them the black sunflower seeds around because they eat so much from here. All these sunflowers grew. I did not plant these, and they're all getting ready to bloom. Look. When they're all bloomed around the bird feeders, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And I guess that's just God paying me back for feeding all the birds. This is the back area where I have the 4 gardens growing. You can see back there the tomatoes exploded back there. I'm going to bring you in close to the eggplant garden. Oh, the eggplants are so good. Me and my sister have eaten so many eggplants from this garden already. They're so sweet, not bitter at all. Let's see if I can get in there. Look, you got all the eggplants. There's so many in here. There and over. Got it over there, and there's just a ton growing in here. It's just amazing. Over here you can see you got the peppers growing. Oh, there's more peppers growing in there. I picked a bunch for my sister yesterday. Another pepper growing in there. Got another pepper there. They're growing so good. Another one over there. Awesome. Over in here I have the hot peppers growing. You can see down in there. Those are the hottest ones. They get orange, and there's a ton of them growing. Over in here, you can see these are all green. These will all turn red. There's a ton of them growing. Just so many. They're everywhere. Look. So the garden is doing absolutely awesome.